What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a beer review. I know I don't do beer reviews all that often. To be honest, it's because I find it very subjective and a little, just a little strange to kind of say that my opinion is maybe better than others. But what's great about reviews is that it might interest you to try something out of the box, and that's really what I like to do in this channel, is to just try new things and share my experiences with you. So today we're going to actually try this hazy pale ale from Barebottle Brew Co. So stick around. So this hazy pale ale called Small Secrets from Barebottle Brew Co. has really caught my eye. I mean, check out that can. The can is really cool. At one point, I definitely didn't really care so much about cans. I was like, that doesn't make the beer taste better. However, part of enjoying a beer is kind of the whole experience, which includes the visuals, the thing that kind of entices you and draws you in to try it in the first place. And I have to say, this is a killer can. Also, on top of that, this company provided the brewer's recipe, and in this case, it brings in what they call the vitals, which is the original gravity, the final gravity, the IBUs, the SRM, and the ABV. Which, if you haven't brewed beer before, that is very, very important stuff. It kind of gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. An SRM of 3.9. Let me pull up my brew journal. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend getting one, if anything, for just the cool charts at the beginning. So for example, in my beer journal, it has an SRM sheet, and this one says the SRM is going to be about a 3.9. It's going to be more of the straw color, a little goldish right there, kind of reminiscent of a pale ale, but a little lighter than a strict pale ale. Probably because of the haziness. The yeast, they have Giga Yeast GY054 Vermont IPA. Yeah, so I'm not seeing the Giga Yeast GY054 Vermont IPA in my chart, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's a good IPA yeast strain or pale ale yeast strain that's really gonna accentuate the hops, give it more of a fruity, tropical flavor. So that's just my guess. We see that the grains are 2-row, pretty common. White wheat malt, flaked oats, golden naked oats, and milk sugar. So the wheat and the oats, that's all going to give it that haziness. The 2-row is going to be the base malt, which, yes, it's 9.4 pounds versus the rest, which the next big amount is 1.2 pounds from white wheat malt. Then we have the flaked oats, the golden naked oats, and the milk sugar. Milk sugar is 3 ounces, not very much. And then now we have the hops. And what's cool about this can is that they actually provide a breakdown of when the hops were added. So we see that during the Whirlpool, they added Citra and Mosaic. Then they added Citra again for a dry hop. And then Mosaic, Eldorado, Citra, and Amarillo during the dry hop to get those aromas. But enough talking about the can and the information that it's given us, and let's go ahead and pour this guy. Oh, I can get it from here. I can get the smell from here. This smells really good. All the Amarillo, the Eldorado, the Citra, the Mosaic they added to dry hop, it's really coming through, which means that they didn't waste a single hop in making this beer. Also, we can see that it's hitting that light straw color, but it's got a hint of gold, that darkness in the depth of the beer. So I mean. They really provided some cool information on this can. I'm really excited to taste this. Smells very tropical, fruity. Definitely get that Citra in through there. They put a lot in there. I get a hint of the Mosaic. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little difficult to sort of piece out those hop characteristics, but it's just a great the term is bouquet, and you can kind of see why. Like a bouquet of flowers, it's just this grouping of aromas that's exciting in it. It smells really, really good. We can also see that the head has lingered for a little while, pretty indicative of a pale ale. All right, let's go in for a sip. It smells amazing, and I'm really excited. Wow, that is really delicious. You know, it's light. You get that pale ale flavor with some of that wheat. The wheat definitely shines through. You get that sort of sweetness to it, but it's not too much. It's really light. It's refreshing. It's really hot today. Here in Las Vegas, it's 107, I think. You know, it's just hot, and this is just a nice change of pace from that heat. So I bought 2 of these. One is for my wife. I might not tell her about it. Just drink the other one. This is so good. Yeah, if you get your hands on a Barebottle, this one's Small Secrets Hazy Pale Ale, and if you're not into hazy beers, or juicy beers, those terms seem to overlap these days. At one point, I was pretty sure hazy just was, you know, you have some wheat or unfiltered sort of pale ale IPA, but it's kind of leaped into also being juicy, like a juice bomb. So, you know, when you do buy a beer on those 2 reference points, first I say you should try it anyways. It's always fun to try new beers. Something you might not like might turn into something you do like. But if you're worried about that, if you're worried about having a hazy pale ale that's just a juice bomb, but you want something a little drier, this is it for sure. It's definitely got that grapefruit flavor, indicative of a West Coast style IPA. And actually, I'm looking at the can right here, and it has tasting notes on there, which was separate from the brewer's recipe. Unreal notes of fresh tangerines. Okay, I definitely got that sort of like bitter fruit flavor. Honeydew melons and extraterrestrial aromatic hops. Definitely nailed the tangerine flavor. The honeydew melons. I don't eat honeydews too often, so I can't say I notice it right off the bat. But after being told that information, I can see where that comes through. Yeah, it's got that sort of flavor when you have a beer that just kind of is refreshing, like eating a honeydew of sorts. You know how there's just a light flavor to a melon? I totally get that in this beer. And I mean, extraterrestrial aromatic hops, I mean, to the max. As soon as I poured this beer, I could smell it. Like it just came on over. There was no denying that I had just poured a fresh beer. There are some beers that just take it to the next level, and you can just smell it, and it just smells amazing. It smells so good. 16 ounces. I poured probably about 14. So let's finish her off. But nonetheless, this is a fantastic beer. If you come across Barebottle, just based off of this one experience, I definitely say grab one. I got this one through Tavour. If you like this video, if you want to see more beer reviews, I really don't want them to be so much reviews as just trying to get you excited to try new beers. So leave a comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Salud. Oh man, that's good.